I want to share a concept with you that presented itself to me through my pursuit of the violin. But the more I started to get into it, the more I realized it applies for everything in life. And that's the idea of placing awareness before intention. Prioritize awareness before intention. In other words, notice what's happening before trying to affect it. I can only consciously affect the aspects of my reality that I'm aware of. So, for example, if I'm only aware of 20% of the total information that I could be perceiving, then I'm only able to affect consciously that 20%. The other 80% of what's going on, I'm either not affecting at all, or more than likely I'm affecting in ways that I'm totally unaware of, and oftentimes very possibly affecting in ways that are contrary to the direction I'm actually trying to move. So a lot of times we'll get into a situation and tune into just a fraction of what's actually going on, and then put 100% of our effort towards creating something from that. But we're only able to work with that tiny amount that we're tuned into. Where if we were to step back a little bit, first see the bigger picture, we'd be able to apply much less effort and get a much more effective result in total. With the violin, I kept finding myself just so intent on doing something, on playing this piece of music, on getting trapped into the stress of, oh, I gotta get it ready, I have to be able to do this for this lesson or for this recital or all these things, and just kept focusing so much on just trying to do something that I wasn't paying as much attention to what I was actually doing. So I'd be, trying to get a shift or something, and oh no, not right. But then I started to think, well, why don't I just forget what I'm trying to do and just pay attention? Okay. Okay, yeah. Now I feel, or I'd say, oh, I'm, bowing, and I'm not quite getting the sound I want, and so I would, just, oh gosh, I'm not getting the sound, keep trying to get the sound. Then you take a step back and go, all right, let's pay attention to what my body's doing. So I notice, oh, I'm bowing, oh, and my shoulder's coming up a little bit, I'm getting tension involved at this place. So, and then you bring your awareness just to it, and once you pay attention, it kind of corrects itself, This really applies to everything in life, because we spend so much of our time wanting to change this, or wanting to change that, or wanting to get somewhere, wanting to make something happen, but we're not tuned in with what really is, and if you want more on that, you can watch the video Connecting with What Really Is, but we're not tuned in with it, and so it's like we're just trying to affect something that we're not in touch with whatsoever. So when we can just shift the focus a little bit and not be so active trying to change, and just notice exactly what our situation is, it becomes really obvious the best way to affect the change we want to. So hope that idea translates into whatever field you're in, or in your life in general.